84 years old, going on 85, and building rods for how many years?
50 years.
50 years. That's more than my
It was
lifetime.
really 51, but 50 years.
50, really 51, but 50 years.
Yeah. It was before I was just revamping them.
So during that time, and you call all of your rods your favorite rods, but you've got a few that are just special to you.
Yes. Yeah. You know, the old 1141, we did more research on any rod in the whole world. It was that one. We would take it fishing, 3 or 4 of us real good steelhead fishermen. At night, I'd go back up, change the pattern, cut it, lay it on a rolling table, and they would finish it up into a rod that evening, would fish it again that evening, until we got it just exactly, everybody agreed, for a side drifting rod for summer steelhead. It was perfect.
So there are some rods that you have an emotional attachment to, like the 1141.
1141, 844, 843, 8-weight fly rod, 5-weight fly rod, and then the HS 9000.
Is that all? I think there's a couple more that make it on that list.
There was, but that's those close to my heart. You know, I could tell you stories about every one of those, you know.
But what we're doing is we're taking those rods that are near and dear to your heart, those special rods that have spent so much time in R&D, and we're putting them into a little signature series for your 50th rod building anniversary and your 85th year of walking this earth. There's about 13 rods, but what's special about them is they are individually signed by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gary Loomis himself, serial numbered. And we've got something special for you guys, and that'll come by email. This is exciting for us because we know that there are certain rods that you just light up when we talk about. And, you know, I know they're all special and they're all great, but there's some that we've never carried in our catalog that we're introducing in the Air Carbon now. Now, what do you like about Air Carbon?
Well, you know, since 72, when graphite came out, about every 8 to 10 years, they improved it 8 to 10%, all the way through until now. And now this last Air Carbon is 50% better than the last material that we just got.
Lighter, faster, better, stronger, because
Tougher.
weights and the you know, it's crazy how excited you. I mean, you're always excited to get to the office, but I tell you what, waiting for those material deliveries. The material comes on allocation. You know, we don't just get a blanket amount for it. Gary's like a kid on Christmas. As soon as that material arrives, he's trying to hoard as much of it as he can.
That's it. It was so exciting on every one of them. IM6, IMX, GLX, all of those deals, you know, and they was only 8 or 10% better. This in here is really exciting. In fact, there's a lot we can do with it that we're having to work on to be able to get the utmost out of it, because, you know, we can make it twice as strong, we can make it twice as light, but we've got to do all of those. It's got to cast a line or a lure correctly, hook a fish correctly, fight a fish correctly, land a fish correctly, come home with the same amount of pieces of left in. It's got to do them all. So it's this new material it does design that's just, I lay at night.
I wish you talked about me like you talk about that new material.
Well, that new material is almost as good as you are, but not. It's just great to work with stuff that's so much better, and the resin system with it is just as exciting. It doesn't break like the old material did, where in a large scale deflection computer program system, when you pulled it down and it broke, a lot of times it would break in 2 or 3 pieces because of the catastrophic shock of where it did fail. The whip back broke in other pieces. This, and sometimes you can hear it crack, you know, way further than any of the other rods
And it's
did.
like it's healing itself. It's cracking.
And then it usually breaks like a banana, just collapses. it's so much. I'm glad I stayed around to get this material to work on.
It is an exciting material, and we're excited to reintroduce some of your longtime favorite blanks and rods with this absolutely special material. And I'm also glad that you made it to your 50th rod building anniversary and to your 85th year.
Yes, so am I. In fact, like I tell everybody, said, "Aren't you going to retire?" I said, "I retired 7 times. One time I only lasted 6 days in retirement."
Well, we're glad you're not retired, but these rods will be individually signed by the man himself.
So don't buy too many of them because I have to sign them all.
They are something special. They'll be serial numbered. They'll never be available for sale again. We're not planning on making them available. This is something special that we wanted to do for Gary's anniversary and for his 50th celebration of building rods. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.